Archives of Prasar Bharati presents the timeless treasure of golden era.
The whole world is boasting of information explosion, and the northeastern region is awaiting a new package from the Ministry of Communications just to step into the global consortium. Let's take a look into the situation here, as also how long it will take to bring the remotest corner of the northeast just a phone call away.
गांव होने के कारण से कि कोई आग लग जाता है, सीरियस कोई पोजीशन में बीमारी हो जाता है। यहाँ पर लास्ट ईयर में कॉलेरा हुआ था, तो हम लोगों को बहुत असुविधा था रात में कोई जाने के लिए। तो हम लोग टेलीफोन से मतलब बात किया, डीसी साहब को जनाया, हेल्थ डायरेक्टर को जनाया। तो उन लोगों से हम लोग कभी यहाँ पर ये टेलीफोन के कारण से हम लोग करीब यहाँ पर आम सिंह जोराबाट का पब्लिक को हम लोग बहुत का प्राण बचाने में हम लोगों को बहुत मदद मिला।
Ever since political administration took its roots in the northeast, two main factors confronting the planners were the inaccessibility and hostility in the region. Inaccessibility was looked at from different angles. The question is yet to be answered in its own way. This Himalayan belt is crisscrossed by unpredictable rivers and hillocks. The people with ethnic differences have totally different linguistic bases. This accounted for redefining the pretextual meaning of communication as with that of the mainstream.
I feel that unless we rope in the rural masses in this big network, the revolution will not be complete.
Rural network exchange capacity is not loaded to the optimum figure. Secondly, see now this if we will provide more number of connections there, definitely we are going to have more number of calls. General awareness among the public will come up, and we are not going to lose anything. They will also get benefited, we will also get benefited.
Most of the exchanges which currently being opened, they are in remote areas. That's serving more and more rural areas. And we have started nowadays a lot of village panchayat telephones, gram panchayat telephones, and these are all provided using the latest technology, more multi-access radio relay system. Once this sort of infrastructure is available, there will not be any difficulty for us to provide a reliable communication. Once a reliable communication is provided, we are sure that the villagers will be able to utilize this package to develop their economic welfare.
It is very essential that there should be strong telecommunication system for such areas so that they are brought in the main national stream. That is very essential. And the package of the concession which I have offered at the instance of our Prime Minister, it is more beneficial. It will rather bring joy to the such cut-off areas, because the use of the telecommunication will be very cheap for such people.
There's a proposal which is likely to become effective from 1196. The main salient features are the registration amount. We have reduced it from 2,000 to 1,000 rupees for exchanges up to 10,000 lines in rural areas. The rent for exchanges above 1,000 lines and below 1,000 lines has been reduced from 150 rupees to 100 rupees. Free call limit has been increased from 250 calls from 150 calls. And we have also increased the commission paid to STD PCO franchise operators. And these package, it is expected that it will give a benefit of about 200 crores annually to the rural subscribers.
Yet, the doubts are not clear. The topographical conditions totally make it non-feasible to extend miles of wires through the ups and downs of the hillocks to penetrate into the hamlets. The low cost of living and the insurmountable economic hardships even after the harvest does not allow the layman to afford the telecommunications cable costs. Hamlets are scattered all along the vast expanses of the subtropical forest system. Peddling from one hamlet to the other may take days or weeks together. Lack of tracts all along left the visible limbs of administration loose, even with the sense of direction. The communication between the interiors, especially between the scattered hamlets, is time-consuming. These remote areas totally rely on information from the mainstream, and its reverse is nearly impossible. This sector also looks to the mainstream for the increments of development to reach them. The Communication Ministry from time to time had announced several programs which could reach only the periphery of the required areas. The present package announced is expected to benefit the whole of rural India, especially the northeast.
With the introduction of this new package, we are anticipating demand will grow to that extent. Otherwise, for a long-term association, in a rural area we are having exchanges of capacity 88 lines or 184 lines on general. And on an average we can say that rural exchanges are having capacity of 100 lines. These exchanges will be replaced by a suitable higher capacity of exchanges which we are having working in the country, and this technology very well available. We call it 512 port C-dot exchanges, which can be extended up to 1.4K. So with the impact of this new package, whatever waiting list, whatever demand you are anticipating to grow in rural area, we don't feel any problem in meeting that demand.
As far as the rural sector of this country is concerned, there are many poor people. Now it used to be considered as the luxury about a few years ago, say about 5-10 years ago. But this has become a necessity not only for the urban people but for the rural people, particularly those who are cut off and are in the interior of our country. This has become a necessity.
On the other hand, existing package and subsidies are to provide a complete telecommunication network. Surveys, assessment, cost evaluation, and erection of overhead and underground cables. Moreover, the cable system is totally unreliable. What with the excessive rains and high velocity winds, for disruption is possible at any point of time.
Some time back, probably these packages might not have been very useful, because at that time most of the places are connected by overhead carrier systems. And as you are aware, Northeast is full of roads, full of jungles, and road communication is very bad. And maintenance of overhead carrier system, that too for a long distance of 40 kilometers, 60 kilometers, it becomes very difficult. But nowadays, we have introduced 30-channel UHF system, and we are going to provide 10-channel UHF system for less demand areas. This is going to give a very reliable communication system. And the rural areas and villages are going to be connected using MAR system, multi-access radio relay system, which is also a very reliable system. You see, we cannot ignore rural area almost completely until we cover the urban areas, because we have to keep in view the requirement of rural areas also. And we are having some infrastructure we will be able to divert for development of rural area, and that we should divert it as far as possible, and we should have a balanced growth.
200 crore is not a small amount, but for the rural people, I don't think this is a very substantial at the same time, because because the usage has to be made popular in the rural area, because this is, as I said, this improves the economic and social position of the society.
Nagaland celebrated its 32nd anniversary of statehood on the 1st of December. To mark the occasion, the Deputy Chairman of the Planning Commission and the Minister for External Affairs, Mr. Pranab Mukherjee, inaugurated a new Secretariat complex at Kohima.
The new Nagaland Secretariat complex at Kohima was inaugurated by the External Affairs Minister and the Deputy Chairman of the Planning Commission, Pranab Mukherjee, on the 1st of this month. This new Secretariat complex was completed over a period of 10 years at a cost of 53 crore rupees. This day also marked the 32nd anniversary of Nagaland statehood. Speaking at the function, Pranab Mukherjee appealed to the insurgent outfits to give up arms and participate in the development process. He urged them to hold dialogues which would find an amicable solution to their problems. While the Nagaland Chief Minister, S.C. Jamir, talked of the tremendous progress made by the state over the years, he however emphasized that Nagaland is yet to go a long way to be at par with other developed states of the country. Before leaving for Guwahati, the Union Minister Pranab Mukherjee addressed a press conference at the Assam Rifles helipad.
When we pay topographical land is being given very less. Please comment on this.
Which is your question? I couldn't catch it.
Place like Delhi is so advanced that it's been given 1,800 crore, whereas state of Nagaland with very topographical land is being given very less. Please comment on
There
it.
is a difference between Nagaland is a state, Delhi is a union territory. Delhi is not a full-fledged state. This is one aspect.
For centuries, women have been the underprivileged members of society. Lacking even the basic support, they could not develop their full potential. But not anymore. A remarkable success story from Tripura. Sanctioned by the Ministry of Human Resource Development, the Tripura Women's Sericulture project aims at the integrated development of women through mulberry sericulture. The project will be implemented over a period of 3 years from 1995 to 1998 by the Tripura Apex Weavers Cooperative Society Limited. This project aims at creation of awareness and group formations, provide assistance for education, mother and child care, sanitation and legal assistance to women, and also train women to take up sericulture and provide assistance for mulberry sericulture. The project is to be implemented in 6 clusters in South and West Tripura districts. 4,500 women beneficiaries will be covered during a span of 3 years. This includes assisting 3,000 women for rearing, 600 for reeling, and 900 for silk rearing in a phased manner. The project also provides 1 mulberry rearers cooperative society in every cluster, staff for technical services to the rearers, arrangement for purchase of staffing, storing and reeling of cocoons, assistance for construction of godowns and working capital for purchase of cocoons. A 2-month training program has also been started. The Tripura Sericulture project is a comprehensive plan that aims to make the women beneficiaries economically independent. The project goes beyond the mere economic assistance by encompassing hygiene, sanitation and education. Unakoti is considered to be an important center for pilgrimage in the northeast. It is said that here gods live in less than 1 crore stones. Our next section, Destination. Situated 180 kilometers from Agartala and about 10 kilometers from Kailasshahar district headquarters, Unakoti is said to mean 1 less than 1 crore. Legend has it that it was created by an inspired, religious-minded sculptor as a service to God in 1 day's time.
There is no correct knowledge of the number of sculptures and the exact period when these were made. Varying estimates place them from the Buddhist period to the 11th or 12th centuries AD. The most imposing figure is the 30 feet high bust of Lord Shiva. It is carved in a vertical rock face and is locally known as Unakotishwara Kalbhairava. Just about 50 meters downstream from the Shiva image are the images of 3 Ganeshas. There is a huge figure of the 4-armed seated Ganesha, and on its side 2 standing figures of Sarabhuja Ganesha with 3 tusks and the Ashtabhuja Ganesha with 4 tusks. There are other numerous images, big and small, which are studded into the hillside or lie scattered in the jungle in the area around 1 kilometer. The images include 2 Chaturmukh and 1 Trimukha Lingas and sculptures of other deities including Vishnu, Hanuman, Narasingha, Haragori, bulls and other tribal deities. Unakoti is considered a very important place of pilgrimage in the northeast. Ashokashtami fair in spring is a very big event and attracts a large number of pilgrims.
Destination information, Unakoti. Road link. Unakoti is around 180 kilometers from Agartala and about 10 kilometers from the district headquarter Kailashar. Rail. Nearest railhead is Kumarghat. Air. Nearest airport is Agartala. Hotels. Accommodation is available in the tourist lodge at Haflong Chera, 12 kilometers from Unakoti.